Endocrine glands are specialized organs responsible for releasing hormones directly into the bloodstream. Some of the most common endocrine glands are the pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, and pancreas. Hormones released by these glands regulate many of the body's functions such as growth, metabolism, energy levels, and reproductive cycles. The pituitary gland, located at the base of the brain, is a small pea-sized organ composed of 3 parts. It plays an essential role in regulating hormones that control everything from growth and development to metabolism and reproduction. This tiny gland is neither endocrine nor exocrine, it's both. It produces and secretes peptide or protein hormones as well as steroids. These hormones travel to other parts of the body, such as the adrenal glands or ovaries, where they regulate various bodily functions. The primary hormones released by the pituitary gland are growth hormone, GH, increases cell reproduction, protein formation, and stimulates growth of bones, muscles, organs and other tissue. Thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH, regulates the functioning of the thyroid gland which produces several critical hormones that affect metabolism. Prolactin, PRL, regulates production of breast milk for lactation in women. Adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH, stimulates secretion of corticosteroids from the adrenal cortex that protect cells from damage or stress. Follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, and luteinizing hormone, LH, play a role in the development and release of reproductive hormones in both men and women. Antidiuretic hormone, ADH. This hormone helps regulate fluid balance and blood pressure by conserving water reabsorbed by the kidneys. And is a gland located in the neck and it produces hormones that control the rate of metabolism. It also helps control growth, development, and temperature regulation. Its main hormone is thyroxine, which helps regulate energy use and other bodily functions. Some common disorders related to thyroid dysfunction include hypothyroidism, underactive, and hyperthyroidism, overactive thyroid. Goiter is an abnormal enlargement of the thyroid gland. The most common cause of goiter is a lack of iodine in the diet. Other causes include thyroid hormone resistance, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, adenoma, and ingestion of certain medications. Treatment options for goiter vary depending on the cause and severity but may include changes to diet and lifestyle, prescription medication, or surgery. The parathyroid glands are small endocrine glands located in the neck next to or behind the thyroid gland. They produce parathyroid hormone, which works with calcium and other hormones in the body to keep levels of calcium and phosphate in balance. This is important for bone health, as well as nerve, muscle, and heart function. Parathyroid hormone helps absorb calcium from food during digestion and remove it from the kidneys during excretion. It also helps release stored calcium from the bones into blood if blood calcium levels become too low. The lack of a parathyroid gland can lead to hypoparathyroidism, which is associated with low levels of calcium and high levels of phosphate in the blood. Symptoms of hypoparathyroidism can include tingling, numbness or cramping in extremities, cataracts, muscle spasms and seizures. Treatment for hypoparathyroidism involves replenishing the body's calcium levels and reducing the body's phosphate levels through oral supplementation or intravenous injections. As directed by a doctor, nutritional support may also be necessary to ensure proper body functioning. And the pancreas is a large organ located behind the stomach and just in front of the spine. It produces digestive juices and hormones such as insulin, glucagon and somatostatin which help regulate metabolism. The hormones produced by the pancreas aid in digestion by breaking down carbohydrates, proteins, and fat into smaller molecules, which can then be absorbed into the bloodstream. It also produces enzymes that are necessary for digestion, including amylase and trypsin. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that allows your body to use glucose, sugar, from carbohydrates in the foods you eat for energy or store glucose for future use. It regulates the amount of glucose in your blood, ensuring that levels stay balanced. If there is not enough insulin or the insulin isn't working properly, glucose builds up in the blood instead of being used for energy. This can lead to serious health problems, including diabetes. Diabetes is a chronic, long-term condition that occurs when the body either cannot produce enough insulin, or cannot use insulin properly. This leads to high blood sugar levels. Treatment for diabetes includes lifestyle changes, proper diet and regular physical activity, as well as medications like insulin injections and oral medications to help control blood glucose levels. The goal of treatment is to keep blood glucose levels as close to normal as possible, without causing low blood sugar. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder in which the body's immune system attacks and destroys the cells in the pancreas that produce insulin. This leads to insufficient production of insulin and causes high blood sugar levels in the body. People with type 1 diabetes must take insulin injections for life to regulate their blood sugar levels. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition in which the body does not produce enough insulin or does not use it effectively. It is associated with being overweight and inactive, as well as older age, family history, ethnicity, and other pre-existing conditions such as hypertension or high cholesterol. People with type 2 diabetes can manage their condition through lifestyle changes such as diet, exercise and maintaining a healthy weight, as well as oral medication or injectable medication. The main difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes is that type 1 requires lifelong insulin therapy while type 2 can be managed through lifestyle change and/or medications. Additionally, type 1 diabetes results when the body's own immune system destroys pancreatic beta cells that are needed to make insulin, while type 2 diabetes occurs from poor functioning of these cells, either from inadequate amounts of insulin produced or lack of sensitivity to its effects. Glucagon is a hormone produced by the pancreas that increases glucose levels in the blood. Its main function is to maintain a balance between glucose and insulin, allowing the body to properly regulate energy storage and usage. It also plays a role in regulating blood pressure, lipid metabolism and calcium homeostasis. In other words, it helps to keep energy levels in check and make sure all your bodily systems are functioning optimally. Excess or lack of glucagon hormones can cause health problems. People with low levels of glucagon can experience hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. Symptoms of low blood sugar include dizziness, blurred vision, sweating, hunger, and fatigue. Treatment for low glucagon levels typically involves dietary changes and exercise to improve insulin sensitivity. Additionally, medications such as metformin and glipizide may be prescribed to help increase the levels of glucagon in the bloodstream.